ChrisCoFit.
What's going on? It's your boy ChrisCoFit, and today we're going to talk about personal training versus group training. I'm going to give you some pros and some cons of both. And when I tell you these things, hopefully you can make a better decision, a better choice. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spray on this cologne right here. Galon's EDL, the Auto Toilet version. Because it smells good and I got on a nice blue shirt. And then, secondly, because I'm smelling good, we're going to go ahead and jump in this topic. Starting with personal training. Personal training has been around for a very long time. And I feel like personal training was established for the individual that does not know anything about the gym, which is a lot of it was a lot of Americans back in the day, right? They were new to gyms. They looked up to people like bodybuilders, and they wanted the secret, so they would pay for a certain type of look. Nowadays, personal training is used for the individual that just needs some extra push, you know what I'm saying? And when spending money, I feel like that's the wrong approach. You should not be paying us just because you don't have the discipline, because ultimately you're gonna fall off whether you have us or you do not. A lot of people go out and get personal trainers to lose weight. And if you've been following my Instagram, I've always talked about how easy it is to lose weight. One of the biggest things you need to lose weight is to be in a caloric deficit. That means you need to be under your maintenance calories. Your maintenance calories is how many calories it takes for you to basically function throughout the day and remain at the same weight that you're at. If you want to get in a caloric deficit, you want to start losing body fat, you want to start losing some weight, then you go under that. How do you calculate that? It's a lot of different tools online for you to calculate it. They'll go by your height, age, or something else I can't remember. But you can you can Google that. You can say a maintenance weight calculator. Type that in Google, and it's gonna pull up a bunch of different things and give you some simpler formulas that you can do yourself. Now, the thing is this. A lot of you are not losing weight because you're focused on calories and counting calories and counting macros and shit. Before I even jumped into bodybuilding, I was not counting calories and I was still losing weight. It's very simple. All you need to do, and I'm gonna drop the plate up here to the right. You just need to follow a simple formula. Simplicity is always key. You always want to have proteins. You always want to have fats. You always want to have your leafy greens, and that's fiber, man. Fiber is what makes you feel full, and you want to drink water throughout the day. You want to drink enough water. I'm not saying go out and drink a gallon of water, because if you tell people to do that, it does not work for the average person. You want life to be simple. But you get a personal trainer, and half the time they don't know what the fuck they're talking about because they don't have the experience. What I found is some of the personal trainers out there don't look the part, and that's a big problem. And they're giving information that they read from a book. That's not applied knowledge. So you run the risk of getting with a personal trainer that's just there to collect a check. So therefore that becomes a scam. But you will get periodically some trainers that has really been through some things. And even those that have competed don't fully understand how to transform someone else. This thing takes trial and error, paying attention to one's body. And I feel like you should really consider those things if you decide to go the route of picking a personal trainer. Personal training to me at this point in life is, and I don't want to cut into anyone's money. I don't want them to feel a certain way when I say this, but as a personal trainer, I feel like it's one of the biggest scams of this day and age, because you have so many other different options that people can do. So if you're coming to a trainer to lose weight, you should not be utilizing a personal trainer to lose weight. It's just too much information. It's too easy to lose weight without one. Now, where I would get a personal training is if I'm going to train for a particular sport, or if I'm going to train for a specific look. Like bodybuilding. You want a personal trainer. You need another outside opinion. I mean, that's just my honest truth on that. If you need motivation, 9 times out of 10, that motivation is gonna last you a couple months and then you're gonna be done. Group training. Let's talk about group training, because my friend Reggie C Fitness has mastered this amongst the women community. And that's the key word. It's a community. It's, everything gets easier when you're doing it with other people. You know what I'm saying? You have your friends with you, it's fun. You see other people struggle, it amps you up, because it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? If that lady over there, she's older than me, and I'm, this young person, and she's getting it in, I should be getting it in. So, that group atmosphere is perfect when it comes to, losing weight and having fun while doing it. And at the same time, you gain friends, you gain a family. Who else is doing it out here in Houston? Mo City Fitness Gym. These people, they are building communities. And, from a personal trainer standpoint, that does, well, they're not personal trainers, they're group trainers. From that standpoint, it's a lot more lucrative. You can train more people at a time and make 10 times more money than if you was to train personally, which brings me back to personal training. From a personal trainer standpoint, if you personal training, you losing a lot of money with the one-offs. You damn near gotta charge people, which is why you see so many personal trainers charging almost $1,000 every 2 weeks and stuff like that. They have to, because they gotta compensate for the time that it takes to go see an individual, or an individual to come see them. Group training, you can have you can train multiple people, potentially gain more money. Well, you can get more money training more people for less, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be worthwhile for them. They're gonna stick around longer because you're creating a community. Now, back from a customer standpoint, it's good for your pockets. You're gaining friends, you're having fun doing it, and you're losing weight, building muscle, whatever the case may be. I would say in this day and age, group training is the way to go if you want to lose weight and save money at the same time. Now, some cons on group training is this. I mean, just like any other thing in life, when there's a group of people, things tend to get a little messy. A lot of gossiping, a lot of clicking up, things like that. That's what I've seen in some of the gyms that I've been to that offer the group training. So you just want to be aware that, know your surroundings. I'm not a cliquish type of guy. I like to move around. Sometimes, I like to move solo and observe the room. So make sure that you place yourself amongst the right people, that you don't get into any gossip and things of that nature. And I would say that that's really the only downfall of, group training. Personal training is the way to go if you're trying to bodybuild or you're trying to do a specific sport. I would not do personal training to lose weight, period. All right, those are my pros and cons. Hopefully you guys got some insight. Hopefully guys you understand. Hopefully you understand what it is that I'm conveying to you guys when it comes to personal training and group training. If you like this video, make sure that you like, you comment. You know, if you're on Instagram, follow me, YouTube, subscribe, Facebook, like ChrisCoFit. I'm out.